Paramount loves Taylor Sheridan. With Yellowstone consistently ranking as one of the most watched shows on TV, Sheridan's creative output has expanded with sequels, prequels, and spin-offs of the Montana-set drama, along with separate projects like Mayor of Kingstown starring Jeremy Renner. Sheridan's latest project is Tulsa King, a unique twist on gangster stories led by Sylvester Stallone in his first small-screen leading role.
Tulsa. What's Tulsa? I want you to go there. The horse race, the springboard mile. There's nobody doing nothing. You can do whatever you want.
With a heavy dose of inspiration from the classics of the mafia genre like Goodfellas and The Godfather, Tulsa King is a violent and entertaining story that is far funnier than I was expecting it to be. With a stellar performance from Stallone, Tulsa King is Sheridan's best project to date and a welcome change of tone from what he has created before it. Tulsa King centers on Dwight the General Manfredi, played by Sylvester Stallone, a mafia capo who has served 25 years in prison on behalf of his boss, Pete "The Rock" Invernizzi. When he gets out, the world has changed, and Dwight is relegated to Tulsa, Oklahoma, where he can live in exile or make the best of his situation. Immediately, Dwight enlists Tyson, played by Will, as his driver.
Name's Tyson, welcome to Tulsa.
$2 grand a week. You drive for me now.
And enforces protection costs on local dispensary owner Bodie, played by Martin Starr.
This is how it's going to work. I'll protect you from the gangs.
What gangs?
And the law.
This is legal.
He also befriends local bar owner Mitch, played by Garrett Hedlund, and strikes up a relationship with Stacy, played by Andrea Savage. As Dwight longs to reconnect with his daughter Tina, he must also contend with figures from his past who know what the capo is capable of, while simultaneously growing an organized crime racket where there really isn't all that much crime. Over the first 2 episodes of the series, Tulsa is presented as a mid-sized city with suburban and rural elements. There are many of the accommodations of modern life, but not nearly at the pace of Manhattan or other areas of New York. Sylvester Stallone plays Dwight as an upstanding and honorable man, but one who is not afraid to break some bones to get his message across.
This a one-off or one of many?
Too soon to tell.
Much of Stallone's screen time is spent contending with how much the world has changed since he was locked up in 1997. From Uber to legal marijuana and beyond, much of Dwight's day-to-day is spent figuring out how a 75-year-old crime boss can exist in the 21st century as much as it is in the middle of the Bible Belt. Stallone plays his role with conviction and seriousness, which keeps the humor of the story sincere and never like a sitcom. Conceived during the COVID-19 pandemic by Taylor Sheridan, Tulsa King is a showcase for Stallone as an actor. While he has played gangsters before, he has never done so quite the way he does here. Stallone's comedic work has often been critically derided over his career, but Sheridan and co-writer Terrence Winter, 2 absolute masters of the modern crime genre, give the actor a deep and multifaceted character. Dwight Manfredi is not racist or hateful, but rather a traditional and old-school New Yorker who is proud of his Italian heritage, but also very respectful of everyone around him, regardless of gender or race. What he does not tolerate is disrespect, and there are several times through these early episodes where he shows those who are not as tolerant just how he feels.
Any flammable liquids or firearms?
In the box? Nah.
This makes him a very sympathetic character, but also a very scary person to cross. Aside from Starr, Hedlund, Savage, and Will, Tulsa King is populated with a solid cast of supporting players including Max Casella, Dominic Lombardozzi, Vincent Piazza, Dana Delaney, and Annabella Sciorra, all of whom populate this intriguing tale with a deep bench of experienced performers from series like Boardwalk Empire, The Wire, and more. The directing duties on these early episodes fall on Alan Coulter and Ben Seminoff, who have experience with similarly themed shows including Sopranos and Ozark. The creative team here all know what they are doing and, led by Taylor Sheridan and Terrence Winter, surprisingly do not try to replicate anything from Yellowstone. Tulsa King feels completely different than Sheridan's other shows in a way that I have hoped Mayor of Kingstown would have distanced itself, rather than simply shifting the story to a different city but keeping the tone. Tulsa King is off to a solid start with 2 episodes that establish Dwight Manfredi as one of the more interesting characters on television, as well as one of Sylvester Stallone's best performances in years. This series is equal parts funny as it is entertaining, and never treats the New York or Tulsa characters as cliches or stereotypes. Sheridan and Winter deliver a series that is as layered as The Sopranos, as richly dramatic as Yellowstone, and somehow the funniest crime series in recent memory.
You got a pretty good appetite for someone who was just shot at.
If I stopped eating every time somebody tried to hurt me, I'd be a skeleton.
This show is a winner on all levels and worth every bit of the hype surrounding it. The only way Tulsa King could get any better would be if we somehow were to get Dwight to somehow pay a visit to the Dutton Ranch in Montana. That's why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching JoBlo videos. If you like this content, make sure to like this video and click on the bell to receive notifications for our latest videos.